Hi friends, my name is Sarah Jo Poff, and today I'm going to be giving you an introduction to Young Living essential oils, toxin-free living, supplements, and more. This has been an incredible, life-changing beginning for so many people, and that's why I'm very passionate about sharing it with people. 2 years ago, I began researching essential oils as my natural health journey had started. Many years before that, I had furthered my education in the natural health field in order to take on clients and help people make changes in their lives. But something was lacking. So I looked into essential oils as I felt that that was the missing gap. What I found was a lot of companies, a lot of controversy, and a lot of options. I spent 2 years researching those options and things like that before I finally decided that Young Living was the best and really the only choice when it came to essential oils and much more. I'm going to share what I found with you, why Young Living is the inevitable choice for a healthy lifestyle, and how this can be a life-changing start to a healthy journey for you as well. So today we're going to start by talking about the roots that Young Living has. So this is some of what sets Young Living apart that really stood out to me when I first began researching things. One of the important things to me is finding a company that stood the test of time. I'm not one to buy a brand new vehicle because I like to see that all the kinks are worked out before I start with it. It goes the same way for a lot of things. This company has been around for 25 years. And they are years ahead of every other essential oil company in many ways. And we're going to talk about a few of those today. They have farms all over the world. That's another thing no other company has. And their founder is among those out there plowing the fields and overseeing the harvest, being a part of the entire process. These are farms that people can go to and visit and see the process from the very beginning to the very end, all of themselves, and be a part of it as well. This is part of Young Living's Seed to Seal commitment. Other companies have copied these terms, but none have been able to duplicate this in action. This is Young Living's promise, that from the time the seed is sourced until the oil is sealed in the bottle, they focus on naturally occurring and high quality components to provide you the final product without compromise. Young Living sees it from the seed that goes into the ground to the seal on the bottle. This includes ensuring that the seeds are from the right kind of species of plants that will provide the best essential oil therapeutic value. It includes ensuring that the soil is nourished and has not had chemicals on it. It includes that the soil is taken care of naturally, and you'll see when you go to the farms that the crops are planted by hand. Most times they're planted by people just like you and I who go there. They are also hand weeded, and there's so much more to it, but it ensures that the harvest and the dry time is just right. And one of the things that stood out to me is that they have fine-tuned the harvesting and dry times to make sure they're getting the maximum therapeutic potential in the bottles of oils. So they do this by testing the essential oils from different harvest times, different dry periods, drying it for 3 days versus drying it for 5 days, distilling it for 1 hour versus distilling it for 3 hours, distilling it at different temperatures and things like that. And because of the length of time this company has been around, and because of the lab tests that they have on site, they are able to monitor what works best in order to provide the best possible essential oil to us. Over 50 scientists and on-site labs are a part of Young Living, as well as third-party testing. Nothing ever touches the essential oil during the distillation process but glass or stainless steel. And if you know a little bit about essential oils and how they can pull things out of, pull substances or toxins or things out of the things that they're in or around, you know that that's very important, that they're not being exposed to PVC like some companies use in their machinery and equipment and things like that. So that's a really important one. One of my favorite things that really stood out to me was the Young Living difference in testing. No other company owns such extensive lab equipment. In fact, one of the machines that Young Living has is unmatched by any other company, even a lab testing company, because it was customized in a way to be able to monitor the value of the essential oils deeper and better. So every single essential oil from Young Living goes through 18 different tests, as you can see on the screen, and they go through those 3 times. Every single batch is tested with 18 tests 3 times. Now, if you've seen essential oil tests, you've seen that GCMS is kind of a big deal. You'll see that listed as gas chromatograph right there. And that is the one that a lot of companies use, but that isn't enough. That cannot give us the full information on whether a plant oil is truly pure, is truly authentic, is truly unadulterated, and things like that. So it's really important to see some of these other tests, and you'll see some of them, they just are a bunch of names or hard words or letters, but they're all very important. I was at a seminar one time where one of the leading scientists was talking about these different tests, and it's really fascinating what they all do. For instance, one of them can actually tell if a plant molecule or an essential oil is actually from a plant or from a synthetic. And because on a GCMS test, it might show that it has the right constituents in it, but those constituents could be synthetic. And so this other test shows if those things are truly found in nature or if they are man-made. These are the tests that Young Living does on every single batch because they have millions of dollars worth of lab equipment. And I got the pleasure of meeting one of the scientists who goes to the different farms. He carries some of these tests with these equipment things with him on the airplane. He brings them on the airplane, and he goes around to different farms that do not have these on site so that they can make sure that they're testing them, which is really exciting. And of course, they do third-party testing as well. One of the things on here is also a test for heavy metals. If you've gotten into health a little bit, you may know that heavy metals are extremely devastating to our health, and they sneak in our bodies in various ways. We never thought that it would be essential oils, but we learned, especially last year, that it can be if you're not being careful who you buy your essential oils from. Because, for instance, there was mercury tested in a batch of essential oils that Young Living had gotten from one of their C2Seal certified suppliers. This was a supplier that they had been getting essential oils from for a long time. It was trace amounts, but it was still not okay. Any amount is not okay. And so Young Living did not utilize that, and they're working with this farm to determine what the source of that mercury contamination is. Their tests are so sensitive and so thorough that they were able to pick that up where other companies would not have, and that would be going onto people's skin or into their brain as they're inhaling them. So that to me is extremely important of why we are very careful what essential oils we're using. When we are talking about Young Living's C2Seal promise, this means that they get their essential oils from 3 different places. One of them is their own farms. The second is partner farms. So what you can see on this picture is that there are some that they own. And these are their own farms, and then there are some that are partner farms that they partner with, and then there are C2Seal certified suppliers. They are all completely overseen by Young Living, There are extensive contracts and requirements for a farm to become a seed to seal certified supplier. So that said, let's talk about how we can use Young Living essential oils. There are three main ways you can use Young Living's essential oils. You can use them aromatically by diffusing them or just inhaling them, putting them on your hands, breathing them in, topically, and we'll talk about topically a little bit more in a second. Internally, only essential oils that are labeled for a dietary use, and we'll talk about that in a little bit more. And then there's such a vast way, there's so many ways you can use Young Living essential oils to make your own things at home as well. So when we diffuse essential oils, we are putting the molecules into the air. The most common way to do this is through a water-based diffuser. These are the ones that you're most commonly seeing. They use a little bit of water with a little bit of essential oil, then they break the molecules down of the essential oils and disperse them throughout the air. This is a great way to get the benefits of essential oils and just by using a little bit. Topically is just applying them to your skin in various ways. There are hot oils and there are more gentle oils. So hot oils are not, they're called hot because they tend to be a little bit more irritating to the skin. So those are ones that are especially important to use diluted. When we say diluted, we mean with a carrier oil. So essential oils are not fatty oils. Fatty oils are like olive oil, coconut oil, things like that. And those are what we use as our carrier oil. So topically, you can use some of the Young Living's essential oils neat, which also means undiluted. And the interesting thing is that there's a lot of controversy over whether essential oils should be used neat or always diluted. I tend to refer to Dr. Kurt Schnaubelt. He is the founder of the Pacific Institute of Aromatherapy, and he has extensive information in his aromatherapy texts on the use of essential oils without diluting them and how that is just fine. There are some that are very important to use diluted. You don't have to know all that to get started with Young Living essential oils. The good news is that the dilution ratios or recommendations are listed right on the label on the bottle. So you don't have to know, you don't have to have a big guide to understand all that. The directions are right there on the bottle for you. And then there's Young Living's dietary oils. These can be added to water, food, or capsules. And we'll talk about those. So we have two different labels on Young Living's essential oils. We have the colored label and then we have the white vitality. This is a new thing that happened about, I think it was last year in 2016 or 2017. Basically what happened was the FDA came out and they said because essential oils are labeled or are categorized as cosmetics, they cannot be labeled for internal use. So Young Living offered a vitality line of essential oils that are labeled as dietary supplements, and they go through the approval processes that dietary supplements do versus cosmetics. The oils in the bottle of, for instance, the lemon, the regular classic lemon essential oil and the lemon vitality oil are exactly the same. This is a different label. So when we are recommending internal use of essential oils, the FDA says we need to do that with the vitality one, the one labeled for dietary use. This is important because when we are recommending using an essential oil internally, or we're saying this is what we do with it, we are not saying that any other brand of essential oil can be used that way. And this is very important because it could be very dangerous. I get emails all the time from people suffering from adverse effects of using other brand of essential oils and they harm them. So we want to make sure that the ideas and things that we're giving out are specific to Young Living essential oils. This advice is not intended to be used for any other brand of essential oils. So we're going to start with just going through a few of the most common essential oils that are the most popular, and they're the most widely used. They will cover just about most needs that you have in your home for using essential oils. The first one we're going to be talking about is lavender. Lavender is one for me that I wasn't excited about when I first started, because when I first started, I had been exposed to so much synthetic lavender smell that I thought the smell of lavender essential oil would bother me, just like the other lavender scented products did. But that wasn't the case, thankfully, because Young Living's lavender is pure and it is very earthy. And so you don't get that same effect that you do with chemical lavender smells. One of the things to know too about lavender is that most lavenders out there that are sold by other companies are actually lavandin, which is a hybrid lavender. It's a very different plant. It's a little bit less, it's less expensive to produce, but it doesn't have the same benefits. And sometimes if it's used for the things that lavender is used for, it could actually do more harm than good in those cases. It's not a bad oil necessarily, but it's not for the same purposes. And it does have higher level, it has camphor in it, which lavender does not, and that is not something we want to use for certain things. So we use Young Living lavender for so many things. It's a very gentle essential oil. It's great for using with babies as well. It's very calming, so it's commonly used at bedtime in a diffuser or rolled on just for helping get a good night's rest. Frankincense. This is one I love. Frankincense is fabulous for skin. It's commonly diffused when doing meditation or Bible study or things like that. It's a very calming essential oil as well. And if you look up and do some research on sesquiterpenes, you'll see some more reasons why we love frankincense. Panaway contains wintergreen, as well as some other essential oils that are great to soothe muscles and skin, especially after exercise or strenuous work. You'll notice that some of these, lavender and frankincense, are single plant essential oils. Panaway, on the other hand, is a blend, which contains a variety of single plant essential oils in one. You'll also notice that Panaway has a different cover than the other ones, and that is because it contains wintergreen. Any essential oil blend or the single itself that contains wintergreen will have this special child-proof cap. The reason for that is just because if a child gets a hold of it and drinks some down, that is one that could cause some concern in that case. Either way, it's always recommended to keep your essential oils up and out of the reach of children. Now we have two more blends and a single, but they are in the Vitality line, and so these are intended for dietary use. Digize is a blend that contains tarragon, ginger, fennel, lemongrass, peppermint, anise, patchouli, and juniper for a fabulous digestive support blend. This can be used, this can be put in capsules, or it can be put in some water or something to drink. And this is one that we call the gateway oil because while the smell isn't very pleasant, most people agree that it's not a very pleasant smell when you open up that bottle. When you see how powerfully it works to just support your digestive system and how quick it works, it's got people hooked. And people often remember their first experience with Digize and just being wowed by how great it works. So this is one that you don't want to leave home without, especially if you're going out to eat or something like that. Peppermint is also great for supporting digestion and helping keep your gastrointestinal system comfortable. There's something interesting I want to point out too about peppermint. Peppermint essential oils that are truly pure usually come from India. In India, there are a lot of organic cooperative farms. They are very small farms that work cooperatively to offer peppermint plants for essential oils. The problem with that is, as great as it is that they're organic and all these things, is that it's very hard to monitor quality because each farmer in this co-op is such a wide collection of farmers, and they each have an acre or two, and you've got so many contributing that when there's something off with the quality, there's almost no way to determine where that quality went off. And so it's great because it's pure and it's organic, but when you're looking for the maximum quality essential oils, that makes it difficult. And so for years, Young Living was experiencing and noticing this difficulty to just make sure they got the best possible, highest quality essential oil. Just recently, Young Living decided to partner with a new farm that they are able to monitor the quality more in depth and more closely to be able to offer an even better peppermint for their peppermint essential oil. So that was really exciting news. And this is the kind of stuff that Young Living's always doing, always working to improve their products and the quality of them. Thieves is another blend. This one contains lemon, clove, eucalyptus radiata, cinnamon bark, and rosemary. You may have heard of Thieves before. Thieves Vitality in a capsule or in some oatmeal or something like that is a great way to support overall wellness and a healthy immune system. It's definitely a go-to, especially for winter months where our immune system needs extra support. And now, as we're talking about Thieves, we see that Young Living is more than just bottles of therapeutic essential oils. Young Living has essential oil infused home and body care products. And the great thing about this is we're not just avoiding toxins, we are getting therapeutic benefits of Young Living's essential oils with every use. Every time we wash our hands, every time we clean our home, every time we brush our teeth, every time we spray the Thieves spray on our hands when we're going out and about, or we use the hand purifier when we're out and about at the store. We're not just avoiding toxins and keeping ourselves healthy. We're giving ourselves those extra benefits of therapeutic essential oils from Young Living. So that's really exciting to me. Some of the favorites from the Thieves products. The first one is, of course, the Thieves household cleaner. And no matter what, every single home should have Thieves household cleaner. It's just a no-brainer because it's a fabulous cleaner that works, is very effective, it's very concentrated. So it's basically under $1 a bottle to get it. The bottles have the concentrate, and then you dilute them in a spray bottle. And they last such a long time. They make your house smell great. I have many house cleaners on my circle of friends and my team, and their clients love when they use the Thieves household cleaner. It smells great, and you don't have the chemical smells, and you're not harming yourself and your children. If they go walk on the floor as soon as you've mopped, that's okay. They're gonna be okay. And they're not gonna have any adverse effects from that at all. The Thieves dish soap is a fabulous one. My family and I love that. Thieves laundry soap was definitely a godsend for me because we were struggling to find a truly good, pure laundry detergent. And we were finding even the green certified and the natural ones really weren't necessarily safe. Especially now, I'm noticing a lot of natural brands are still including synthetic preservatives in their products. And those have a list of potential side effects as well. So we spent years making our own laundry soap, then to find out that that actually doesn't clean your clothes and it ruins your clothes. So I was very happy to find Thieves laundry soap. At first I was a little nervous because the price seemed a bit high, but again, just like the Thieves cleaner, it's very, very concentrated. Thieves fruit and veggie soak is a fabulous way to keep your veggies clean. And when you're getting those veggies, especially the ones that everybody's touching, or you want to make sure that you're lowering any potential risk of the problems associated with non-organic produce, Thieves Fruit and Veggie Soak is the answer. There are just so many amazing products that Young Living has to offer, even just in the Thieves line itself. The Thieves cough drops are one of my favorites. We always have those on hand, and we make sure not to run out. The Thieves toothpaste is fabulous. The Thieves wipes are great for those grocery carts and things like that too. Your phone case, because you know how dirty our phones are and where they've been, things like that. We use the Thieves foaming hand soap, and there's Thieves hard lozenges, Thieves spray, just so many different things and such a wide range of ways to keep your family healthy. And then we're getting into supplements. If you've followed my page, Healthy Families for God, for any length of time, you know that I am a strong proponent of supplements to add that extra nutrition that our bodies need and can't get from food nowadays. But the cool thing is that it's not just necessarily supplements with Young Living. And this is why I've switched over almost all of my supplements to Young Living. There's a synergy of nutrients when they are combined with therapeutic dietary essential oils and or superfoods like wolfberries, because these things increase the bioavailability, which gives our bodies more, and we're getting more for our money. So I'm going to just share with you a few of my favorite supplements that Young Living has that are just great for everyone. And these are ones that I really feel like every home should have in them. Sulfurzyme is dietary sulfur. You may have heard of MSM. It's a natural dietary form of sulfur, not to be confused with sulfa, two very different things. Sulfur is needed to maintain structure of proteins, to protect cells and cell membranes, to replenish that connection between those cells, and to preserve the framework of connective tissue. So it's fabulous for joints, but it's also fabulous for your immune system, your liver health, circulatory health, for proper intestinal function, and it works to scavenge free radicals. And as we know, free radicals are what ages us, right? The cool thing about Sulfurzyme is that it also contains the INGXIA wolfberries. These are a special kind of wolfberries that are grown in a certain province that has very mineral-rich water from the mountains that feed it. The wolfberries in this, they contain minerals and coenzymes that increase and support the assimilation of and metabolism of the MSM, this dietary sulfur. So again, with this is something where you're getting more for your money with this product because you're getting more of it in your body and in your cells. Agiles, this is one that if we run out, I put in an order and do very quick shipping because it's definitely one to have on hand. And there's so much I want to say about it, but one thing you may notice is that we are limited by certain government regulations as to what we can say. We're not here to make disease claims about anything. We're here to show you how to be empowered about your own health and support wellness. So Agiles combines wintergreen, copaiba, clove, Northern Lights black spruce, and other powerful ingredients like boswellic acid, which is frankincense resin, from frankincense resin, not the oil, from the resin, also undenatured collagen, and some other really amazing things for supporting joint health and cartilage health, and just your body's natural response to acute inflammation. This is a supplement that you can feel comfortable taking to help your body feel comfortable and not damage your liver or your kidneys or anything like that. So we love this one. Life 9 is Young Living's probiotic that contains 17 billion live cultures from 9 bacteria strains. One thing I do when I get a supplement, a probiotic supplement, is I like to test it and make sure that it's viable. They actually did research, and 90% of the probiotics out there are not viable. They either do not have nearly the live cultures that they say they have, or they have none. So I like to test them before I'm going to share about a probiotic. I put this one to the test and I made homemade yogurt with it. And I'm going to tell you what, it made the best yogurt that I have ever made from a probiotic supplement ever. And it's become my go-to for making yogurt now. So I know that this is a probiotic supplement that we can trust is helping support our digestive system, our gut health, and our intestinal function, and all of those things for supporting a strong and healthy immune system. Multigreens is something that I think is just fabulous and genius. It's a blend of chlorophyll-rich botanicals like spirulina and barley greens. It's also got some B vitamins and amino acids to support overall wellness. It supports energy levels. It does so many things. Circulation. It also serves as a prebiotic for the Life9 probiotic. So they are great together. Here are a couple more of my favorites. Mind-wise is an essential fatty acid supplement that is vegan, so it doesn't contain any fish oils. This one has some really great things for essential fatty acids to support normal brain function, as well as things like CoQ10, which is so great for your cardiovascular health. This is one that we have seen many of our members use for their children, and they've had great results in their schoolwork and things like that as well. Inner defense. If you're to pick one to make sure you have on hand, this is probably the one I would have you pick. Inner defense is powerful, powerful immune support. It reinforces systemic defenses. It creates unfriendly terrain for yeast and fungus. It's got the most potent essential oils like oregano, thyme, and then the oils in the thieves blend. These are capsules that are easy to take. This is not one that we necessarily take all of the time. It's one that we take as needed. Longevity is a blend of some of the most high antioxidant essential oils like thyme, orange, and frankincense to protect DHA levels in the body and just to really boost the body with those fat-soluble antioxidants. Wolfberry, these are ninja wolfberries. I talked about them a little bit just briefly. These are one of the 120 herbs belonging to the top grade, which means they have remarkable health benefits without any potential dangers or risks. Wolfberries have been a superfood used for thousands of years in China, and long-term consumption of them was promoted for long life and for strengthening the body. There is extensive research out there on the wolfberry, and if you Google it, you will find so much more. So Young Living's Ningxia Red is a dietary supplement drink that contains the wolfberry puree, which I love. It's not the juice, so it's got the entire benefits of the wolfberry in it because it is the puree. It also contains some of the best therapeutic essential oils for supporting all-around health, for supporting the body's natural liver detoxification process, as well as some other really high antioxidant fruit juices like blueberries, plums, sweet cherry, aronia, and pomegranate. This is the way to get your body's health supported all the way down to the cellular level. It's packed with 93% D-limonene, which is a potent antioxidant and a stimulant for the body's natural liver detoxification. This is a natural long-term energy support drink. There's no crashes, there's no artificial sugars or anything like that. And it just takes 2 to 4 ounces a day to go a long way for your overall health and supporting eye health, liver function, circulatory system, immune system, normal blood sugar levels, healthy brain function, and just overall wellness. This is one of our favorites. And as you can see, The OREC was tested on this just to see of its ability to basically gobble up the free radicals that our body produces naturally in response to the things that we're exposed to in our environment, in our food, that cause the aging process. And if, as you can see, there's no comparison between the Ningxia wolfberry and pomegranates or blueberries and things like that, even though it has those juices and the added antioxidants of those in there too. So this is why it's definitely a superfood. It has unsurpassed ability to absorb the bad free radicals that attack the body and contribute to abnormal cellular activity and aging. This drink is just amazing. There are some other products that have the Ningxia wolfberry in them. You can just get the dried wolfberries themselves and add them to your smoothie or your yogurt or your cereal. We like to make them into grain-free muffins as well. They really plump up nice when you bake them into something. Nitro is basically a pick-me-up without the caffeine or sugar overload. Ningxia Nitro, they are little energy shots, and they contain D-ribose, Korean ginseng, green tea extract, chocolate oil, yerba mate oil, B vitamins, and dietary essential oils researched for their effect on adrenaline. So these are something that we also love. I carry one in my purse if I'm having a long day of errands with the kids. I make sure to take one of these with me. Husbands, guys, teens, they love them. And then Ningxia Zing is a wolfberry soda, basically. It's a great way to get off of soda for those who are just struggling to eliminate soda from their diet. It's just definitely a good way to transition that. But it doesn't end there. So there are so many other products that Young Living has to support our overall health and wellness, from personal care like lotions and skin and hair products and toner and moisturizers and things like that, to kids care. Some of my favorite things to make sure my kids aren't being exposed to toxins in their everyday routine, as well as animal care, things that we use with our animals every day as natural ways to keep them healthy. And Young Living now has makeup, the best makeup I have ever found. It is mineral makeup, and it doesn't even contain some of the things that most mineral makeups contain that really shouldn't be in there, like talc and bismuth. So that is really exciting. This is just basically a one-stop shop for toxin-free living. You can simplify life and have it all in one place and just have it delivered right to your door. It's been a blessing for me. I spent hours in natural food stores when I was starting out on this journey, trying to figure out what was truly toxin-free, what didn't just say natural, but was actually truly safe for my family. And to find something that is all natural, is not even just avoiding toxins, but giving us benefits, and to have it all in one place, easily delivered to my door, has been amazing. There are 3 main ways to get started with Young Living if you are not a Young Living member or you haven't started yet. These are the 3 main ways. These are called the premium starter kits, and they are discount packages. So they are a fabulous deal because they're in the package which has a discount in that package. So they're basically almost around half the price as buying these things separately. And purchasing these covers the one-time membership fee. So you get the 24% wholesale discount on whatever you want to order, whenever you want to order it. You don't have to order anything after that. You decide what you want when you want it. This isn't like other companies where you have an obligation to buy or sell anything. This is just strictly a wholesale membership like Costco or Sam's Club. Actually, I don't know for sure about Sam's Club because I've never been a member there, but I love Costco. And I go there and I get my membership and I go there when I want and I buy what I need, and that's it. There's no minimum or anything like that. The only difference is Well, there's a few differences. Number one, there isn't an annual membership fee with Young Living. If you have a $50 purchase in 12 months, your account stays active. If you don't, it doesn't. You can reactivate it at any time. You don't have to pay an annual membership fee. Like Costco, Young Living also has a rewards program. And this is called their Essential Rewards, where if you take part of that program, you are going to get products or points back for free products of your choice. And as much as I love Costco and their 2% back program, which is what I do, Young Living gives 10 to 25% back on your Essential Rewards purchases. And that goes straight into just complete dollars for you to pick whatever you want to buy and to redeem with those points. So if I have a $300 order in 1 month and I'm getting 25% back, I'm getting $75 worth of free products from the Essential Rewards program every single month. And I mean, there's more with it too. I get discounted shipping. I get monthly freebies. I get around $200 worth of monthly freebies from the monthly promos that month as well. So it's really not expensive. You get so much for the value and for what you're getting. And it just starts with one of these fabulous kits, whether you want to just start with the oils or you want to start with the Ningxia Red and just really fueling your body, or you want to clean out your home and get started with the Thieves products. And then whatever you want to do after that, you get set up on the Essential Rewards program. So you're starting to get money back right away on the next things that you're changing in your home and in your lifestyle. There are so many more options and opportunities with Young Living, and that's just the beginning of it. And so it's just a no-brainer. Get started with Young Living. On our team, we love offering education and support to continue helping you on this journey because it's tough and we don't want you to have to do it alone. So we want to have you come in, and we would honor to be able to walk that journey with you and share your successes and carry you through the times where you need extra support and extra help. That's what we love doing. And this has been an incredible blessing for so many of us. And we can't wait for it to be the same for you. Thank you for joining us for the class today. Please make sure that you get in touch right away with the person who shared this video with you and ask them to help you get started. The only regret I have with it is not starting sooner. I delayed for so long because of my biases about wholesale membership companies, or because I thought it was like other companies where you had requirements or things like that. And I wish I would have just started sooner. My family could have been getting so much if I had just started sooner. So don't wait. Talk to the person who led you to this video, and it's really easy. Just get started and we will walk you through it, and we will carry you through this journey and support you in every way that we can. And we look forward to doing that. Thank you again so much for your time. I hope you have a blessed day.